be here. You have got a treat in store. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. We're thrilled to be here at the Crick. Thank you, the Crick, for having us. Really, what today is about, what this evening's celebration of 3 years of Iris is about, is to look at the amazing work and hear the amazing presentations of the fantastic students we've got here tonight. And we can't thank the students, the teachers, the technicians enough. And then afterwards, go out and see their posters, because they have done such amazing work. And they will be talking about the work they've done outside in the lobby with drinks and nibbles afterwards. So thank you so much for coming. This is such an amazing thing. Just one quick change to the programme. Unfortunately, Danielle George has got some quite serious thing where her husband is in hospital, and so she's really gutted not to be here. But our chair of trustees, Humphrey Babcock, is going to finish the whole event at the end. So we'll miss her, but send her very, very good wishes for a speedy recovery. So, over the last 3 years since we launched, and that was at the Science Museum, as you will see, Iris has grown to have hundreds of schools, a huge wealth of schools from Shetland down to the end of Cornwall, all across the country, doing amazing stuff with loads of fantastic teachers and a range from primary right up to secondary. And you'll see the journey today from primary school right to students who are doing postgraduate and beyond. What we have also got is loads of amazing projects, far more expanded, obviously, from when we launched, and you'll get a taste of those right across the sciences. And that will be really delightful to see how young people can contribute in all aspects of science, right the way across biology, chemistry, environmental science, physics, everything. What you will see with Dr. Lizzie Rushton is about how this is enhancing the professional identity of our teachers, and I'll leave that for her to talk about, but that's been the main aspect of her evaluation work. And you'll also see from our hubs where we're getting local communities and local schools working together, and a number of our hub schools are here showing how they're spreading the Iris approach and what advantages that is that has for their schools and for their communities around in their local areas. We, of course, never underestimate how much we are indebted to the fantastic scientists who support all these projects. We can't thank you enough, because you have been amazing right across universities, research institutes, and our funders, of course. Many of you are here, thank you. And, of course, our main phenomenal funder, Humphrey Babcock, who you'll hear from later. We are so grateful Iris couldn't work without all your support. One of the things which has been fantastic, which you won't have seen over the last 3 years, is in terms of, you'll have met with them all, those fantastic schools who are working with us, but our fantastic team has now expanded to be far more than it was 3 years ago, and it's just Steve and me. So Steve is now our Chief Executive, Dr. Lizzie Rushton, who's here in green, you'll hear her speak, Director of Evaluation, Laura Thomas, who's organising this all here, is Director of Education, Mike Brocott, Head of Student Development, is somewhere. I hope you'll meet them all today. I can't see him waving. Perhaps he's out getting people in. Laura Tyzak, Head of Administration and Compliance. She's around somewhere too. And Claire Turnbull is our Research Associate. So the Iris team now is nationwide, supporting hundreds of schools. And you can see in our annual report all the details of what we've all been up to. Really, the key vision for Iris is to enable young people and their teachers and technicians to genuinely be part of the research community, to make contributions, and from that to release their potential, to give them agency to change the world. I certainly think, with certain things like, the climate change, people, which has been spreading worldwide, I feel our students have got that agency, and you can see right from primary right through to postgrad what amazing contributions they're making, and we want to show them how much they're valuable in the science research community and how many skills and attributes and confidence they can gain from that. And what's really lovely is some of our old students from many years ago when we first started doing this are back here to speak to you as alumni, and many are in the audience. So that's fantastic to welcome old alumni back. So really, you've got a treat, you've got a whole range of projects with all the talks here and then the posters afterwards. And please make sure you go and talk to all the students. They've really been preparing to tell you about the amazing research they're doing and how they're changing the world and what agency they've got. So I hope you enjoy the whole event. It's really thanks to the IRIS team for getting everything sorted so much, but thanks to the students, the teachers, the technicians. And to start us all off, before we actually hear from the students and the alumni, we are delighted to have one of our trustees, Professor Selejit Borisevich. I've been practicing saying that for ages, and Boris said I should just call him Boris. And he is just going to do a quick keynote to welcome you all before we get going with the students. Thank you, Boris.